In this vignette, you will learn how to access the 5-year course report in Workday to perform the 5-year course review. When you've logged into Workday, type in BC 5-year course review and hit enter. Select the task, and you have these 4 optional fields to complete. Active or inactive, you can type in whether you want to only have active courses or inactive courses. The academic unit, there you will select the discipline or the department that you are interested in pulling a report for, whether it's physical science, marketing, English, mathematics, it's up to you. The great thing about this field is you can select multiple academic units at one time. The starting last available date is as far back as you want to go. And if you're up to date on your reviews, you probably only really need to go back 5 years. The ending last available date will be the date of the academic year that you are performing your review. So for example, let's imagine you want to know which courses need to be reviewed for academic year 2022-2023. I'm not going to put in active or inactive because I'm curious and I want to see all the courses that are in a particular academic unit. I'll choose supply chain management. You can type it in, you select the box, and you see how there's a square box. That means you can make multiple selections. You can type in additional academic units if you would like. The starting date I am going to use is August 1st, 2018. In our system, our review dates are in August. So I want to use the first date in that month as our starting date, and I want to use the last date in August for 5 years in the future from this date, or whatever the last date is in the academic year you are reviewing. So we said we're going to use 2022, 2023. So I'll put 8/31, 2023 and hit enter. Now, when this report comes, you can do a couple of things. You can export it to Excel. You can just review the report here. You can filter it if you need to. So if there were 100 courses on this list, maybe you're looking for a specific course, you can filter it. You can also have the number of the courses that come up in this report. We see that we only have 3 items. And remember, we didn't choose active or inactive, so that means there are only 3 courses that have the last available date of 2023, and so the area only needs to review these 3 courses because it's time. Let's look at SCM 2221. When you see this course, you may think automatically, yes, let's review this course. Now, there are some things to consider. Is the department interning that course? Well, that's a different vignette, and we do have that on our website that you can review. But let's say the department is interested in continuing to keep SCM 2221. There's a next step you should perform. Go to SID, and let's look up this course to make sure that we want to review it. So you go to CU, CD, MC, type B, enter, and let's put in the course SCM 2221 and hit enter. Now, what you would look for is whether there is a date in this interim slot. There's no date here. We know we want to keep SCM 2221 in the program. So yes, the course stays on the list, and now we know we need to review it. Please note any courses that have a U at the end are our international courses, and you do not need to perform a review. Once you review the non-U course, Curriculum Services will automatically update this course for you. So, SCM 2221, we know this is a straightforward example. It needs to be reviewed. There's no date here. That means it's an active course. But let's look at a course like SCM 2520. I know it wasn't on the report, but let's imagine it was on the report. And it says, oh, it's time to review this course. And then you go into SID and you say, oh, it's interim. I don't need to review it. But it's not that simple. If you have a course on your list and it has an interim date, you need to perform one more step. So select the course, hit enter. You see, yes, there is an interim date. But look at this. The course ID says SCM 2520, but the current course is SCM 2360. That means the course was converted and now you need to look at SCM 2360. When you come across courses like SCM 2520, make a note of it on the list because you're going to end up sending a list of these courses to Curriculum Services later, and I'll tell you about that in a moment. So let's get back to SCM 2360. So we can type B, hit enter, type SCM 2360. You want to delete the effective term, and look at this. SCM 2360 is still being offered, and there's no date, so it's an active course. Now, whether it needs to be reviewed, you would have to see. So if we go in the course, we see, oh, it still says until 2024, so we don't need to review it. So that's how you would make sure that a course that has an interim date is not truly interim and a review is missed. And you can also get this course off of your list in a way. So what would happen is, if you come across a course like SCM 2520 that's been converted, and you make that list and send it to Curriculum Services, we are going to add the letters DNU in Workday to the course title. This means do not use, so that in the future, when you run a report, if you see a course that has DNU on it, you don't have to perform this search, and you will know immediately we don't need to review this course unless, of course, you are trying to resuscitate the course. Now, I want to show you an example of a course that was truly interim. Let's look at MUO 1501C. We'll remove the effective date, and here it is. There's an interim date here. But remember, the course could have been converted to another course. So let's see. We go here. The course ID is MUO 1501C, and in the current line, it's MUO 1501C, and it's interim. This course is truly an interim course. Now, once you finish reviewing the course, let's say for some reason you're responsible for supply chain and music courses, you would send at the end of your review of your list the courses that appeared on your list that did not have DNU, so that Curriculum Services could then update the course in Workday so it doesn't cause any confusion. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to rerun the BC 5-year course review task. I'm going to leave this blank, and I'm going to look up the MUO 1501C course. I know this is part of music, so I'll type in music. I really don't want to put in a starting date or ending date because I want to show you how you can filter. So you see that there are 433 music courses. That's a lot of courses to scroll through to find MUO 1501C. So I'll click on course, and then I will put the value here, MUO space 1501C, and select filter. Well, here it is. It's right there for me. Now, as you can see, we already knew MUO 1501C was interim, and what we've done is added that DNU so that if for some reason this course showed up on your report, you will automatically know that you do not need to take further action. So this is how you can pull the 5-year review list to be able to complete the 5-year course review. Once all of the courses on your list have been reviewed, you're now ready to call that list and pass it on to your faculty or to whoever's initiating the 5-year review, and then it can be very clear which courses should be reviewed and which courses should not. That completes this vignette. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We are here to help.